Okay, today is June 16th, 2026, and the time is 4:47 p.m. and let's get started with today's video. Okay, so I just realized I wanted to portray myself a little more professionally, but in what context? I don't exactly know, but I just wanted to I don't I don't know. It's hard to say at the moment, but what's what am I trying to say here? Yeah, but with like a long with a head full of hair and stuff, long hair, be it that, I don't know, but and I'm like, dude, I want to be professional from now on. What the hell? No, with a oh my gosh, with a male ah. Yeah, I can't keep that attitude for very long, but based on my videos, I suppose I hold on a sec. Gotta do some. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Anyways, mm, shoot. Like I'm losing my train of thought like very quickly because like I'm forgetting to what I wanted to talk about. But yeah, I wanted to be a little professional, but like I have long hair for like a dude who looks like a dude. If that makes any sense. For a dude who looks like a dude. I don't know, a male presenting dude-ish. Kind of, I don't know, but like I don't know. I don't know. It's unknown to me at this point, my gender, so like I'm just gonna roll with whatever people call me from now on. So yeah, let's just go with that. Roll with the punches, roll the tape, roll the whatever. And yeah, we'd be good to go at that point. But I'm here still figuring out my keybinds for the camera points plugin, which is a cool plugin by the way. Um, kind of like yeah, kind of like I don't know, kind of like what's it called? Um, kind of like what's it called? I don't know. I totally forgot. What am I doing? What am I? What was I trying to say here? Oh, camera points, of course. Oh my goodness, I'm so scatterbrained today. I don't know what it is. But honestly, like, I guess I could start with like doing what's like sharing what's good about the place. Because like I feel kind of bad after like roasting them or grilling them for like an entire like almost like 15 minutes. I feel the need to like do something. I don't want to revisit it at the same time, but it's not terrible. It's not a terrible place to work. It's just like, it was just getting to me, but like, but like the place was really good for its hours initially, but like that has changed because of like the budget stuff. And you know, they can no longer afford to like put me on so many hours like I was before. So I ended up leaving, but like that might have been an overreaction again, but who knows? Who knows? I'm sure the place will like I'm hoping the place stays alive because like I don't want the place to go away anytime soon because again, I did like the people there. It's just like the job itself was just so stressful. It was so stressful, dude. Yeah, it was so stressful. But anyways, let's see here. Uh, I don't know. I don't want to ignore them either because like I live right like down the street, and I'm being reminded of like all the places like I had once worked at, and like it's really beginning to click for me because like being on the island, it's like it's like a very I don't know. It's become I don't know what to describe how the life has been like out here lately, but like I think it's been like a little more keep it to yourself kind of thing. But at the same time, like there are people who are like waiting to be invited to circles, and like you know, and that's what I felt when I was working there that previous place. So that was really cool. It got me figured out, which is really cool too. So I don't really mind. It's just like when I'm at any lows. When I'm at any lows, there are highs and lows to life. Whenever I'm in the lows, it just feels like everything's like against me and like everyone's out to get me and whatnot. But like today's not that bad. Today's thankfully a much brighter day, and like I hope, man, like like I just want to keep it going because it's been 3 weeks or 2 weeks since my last video, so thought I'd give a long needed update, yeah, of like how the hell I've been doing. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool though. I intend to keep somewhat of a streak going. I'm uploading a lot less than I used to. Shoot, looks like the sun is coming out. I need to adjust the ISO again, it seems. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm not sure if that fixed it, but it's gonna be chill. It's gonna be, it's just a really bright day. It's really bright outside, and I really should be outside, getting a tan, working on my tan and stuff. Cause like my skin is like so pasty, you know. Kind of want to tan, but I haven't actually like intentionally tanning myself for like you know a long time. So I should always make it more of a regular thing. But like, who knows? Um, Going outside. There are bugs outside. I don't want to go outside. There are bugs outside. But it's okay. You can just put on repellent and stuff. But you know, yeah, it's honestly something I should do. It's like probably like go tanning or something. It's probably all I want to hear. Like like about going outside. It's like want to go out for a tan or something. Because like I usually go out at night, and like I'm a night person, and the sun is out naturally in the daytime. So how can a night person get a tan? I don't know. But you know, it's like it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, like how I get to have access to like wonderful beaches and stuff. But like I'm not at this point. Like it would just sound like a humble brag at this point. But no, there are bugs out there. You see that nightmare bug thingy? That dude's been there for ages, bro. I don't know. No, but like he's good. He's good. I'm sure this all good, but like they're bugs. Anyways, what have I been doing? Um, so Green Bresson's kind of been chilling lately on Slayer. Um, I've been like doing a lot of Slayer lately on Green Bresson, and yeah. Um, what else? Been doing some wood cutting as well. I did. I didn't. I started. I started to. God, I was about to say I started to consider, but I wanted to start doing like daily blast mine runs, but like yeah, I don't know if I should or not because like, you know, like I don't know. I don't know. Then again, I could like sell the dynamite and stuff and like I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, I need to focus on focusing because I am totally all over the place. Like I said, today's a bit more of a scatterbrain kind of day. Um, yeah, today's a little bit more of a scatterbrain type of day. Oh, goodness. But this is not a good sign, you guys. I've been drinking lots of caffeine. Been consuming a lot of caffeine lately, and I'd admit it's not really too good for my health, which is probably probably be in my best interest to you know, take care of myself. You know, so yeah, got it. Yeah, I got it. The thing about caffeine is that your body gets used to having it for a while, and so you need more of it. Does it sound familiar? I don't know. I don't know. But like, naturally, yeah, I would need more caffeine normally to like, be able to like sorry. I just forget who my audience is, but anyways, like it is what it is at the end of the day because like caffeine helps me get started my day and like if I were in charge, I probably like wish that I hadn't taken that cup of coffee growing up as a kid. But I don't know. I don't know. Because like weaning off caffeine seems to get harder and harder as like life goes. Like I just want to take a nap sometimes. And here's the thing. Um, here's the thing. Like the thing about nicotine is like, as well as caffeine, it's just like I feel like it's fuel for like heart disease. So like honestly, it's not a habit I'm too terribly proud of. I haven't smoked in a while, but nicotine still does that to you and can still do that to you, I think. I don't know. But like I've been paying a little more attention to my health lately. Started eating more heart healthy stuff like peanuts, I guess oats, whole wheat bread, stuff like that, I guess. But honestly, like I'm not seeing a lot of progress because like I'm still like on aripiprazole, and I was hesitant to share with you at first, but I made the decision to be open about it and like I don't know. It's okay though. I might have to edit that out. I said one word that I might want to redact actually, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But like, anyways, that medicine causes a lot of weight gain. So yeah. Hence the reason why I can't be bothered to like focus on losing weight because like I can't control my eating. You know, I guess I can. But, like it would take a lot of like my mental like gymnastics in order for me to like actually be able to like see a lot more progress with like where I want to be in terms of like how much I weigh and stuff because like I weigh more than 60 pounds than I did before a long time ago. Like probably like 3 years ago, I was 60 pounds lighter. Maybe 40 pounds. 40 to 60 pounds. Some absurd amount like that. And like I continue to like fluctuate. And it's like kind of being tough for me. It's kind of tough for me to like, yeah. So apologies for talking about my personal life so much, but I'm used to being around pokey people, I guess. People who like to poke around. But anyways, that sounds like a Facebook term. Um, anyways, yeah, yeah. Anyways, it's always a fun time on RuneScape as usual. Oops. Magic. And yeah, so how's life been for treating me lately? It's been good. We've been finding more members to join the group Iron team. And yeah, things are going well for us in the group. There's a lot of activity in the server. There's a lot of people just hanging out and stuff. And I think this is really, really good for us as a group, as a team, whatnot. So yeah, I'm happy to report that our group is healthy. Yeah. So yeah, with that in mind, I don't know. I don't know though. I don't know what else to talk about. Um, but again, I still need YouTube as an outlet for me to talk about stuff because like I would like to talk about this kind of stuff. Um, I don't know. I don't know, man. But yeah. I think there's one place in my mind that I want to go to pretty soonish, and it's probably gonna be the first job I picked up over here in Hawaii. I won't mention where it is, but yeah, I probably owe them a visit because yeah, probably owe them a visit if anything because like being in Hawaii, we tend to our circles, everyone's circles tend to be interwoven with each other, and if it if that kind of mentality kind of like shifts at all, I feel like balance balancing is balancing in like our lives becomes a little significantly harder. And so yeah, we'll see how that goes. We'll see how like everything goes, but like it's all part of like being in touch with communities around us. And sometimes it's not about like the mission, but the people. I don't know. I don't know if it's the mission, you know, the mission in terms of like like a purpose and whatnot. Uh, Purpose, yeah, mission and purpose. I'm not talking about like mission as in like like going abroad or going to some foreign country in order to spread some like story or like even evangelize or something. But like my point is that my point is that uh like people will sometimes matter a lot, and like and it'd be nice to say hello from time to time. And yeah, it'd be nice to say hi sometimes. And like while people are still there at the old place that I worked at, the not old place, but like like the what was it called? The first place in which I worked here in Hawaii. It'd be nice to say hi to them because I'm sure most of them are still there because many of them were very stable and rooted within that community. And yeah. Anyways, I'll be right back with the fridge cam. Okay, there's a fridge cam. Fridge is just hanging out in her enclosure. There is there's ample food in there. I just cleaned the bedding. And yeah, I gotta do this thing really quick though. I'm gonna make an invite to a server, and be right with you really quick. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Um, there's Fridge. Fridge is still there. She's still there. I'm doing good, I hope. The video's a little buffer. There's a little buffering with the thingy with the cam, but like, it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes fridge is fridge is fridge is all we need. And then here in this video, sorry, just talking nonsense again, but because obviously fridge is not all we need, but I'm telling you, I think I think I need to like record a little more videos um, every once in a while. It'd be nice for me to like be able to, reconnect with the YouTube things, like the YouTube commentary and stuff. But yeah, I think talking about my first, I think from here, like, I think it'd be natural for me to like, start talking about the first place in which I worked here when I landed in Hawaii, which was a lifeguarding job and a swim instruction job. So at this particular place, it was a sort of a community center driven, or not driven, focused space. And I got to lifeguard, you know, people, members of that community. And what else did I do? What else did I do? Basically, I taught people how to swim. I made sure no one drowned, and no one did drown. There were no emergencies for the full duration I was there. And yeah, people actually learned how to swim. People were excited to learn how to swim too. It was amazing. I loved it. But of course I left because I had plans to do other things. But my personal life and my online life over there at the pool was kind of not in sync really. So I am sad to report that I'm no longer there. But you know, it is whatever though. Because like I intend to like create some space between us because like, like it wasn't always in my intention to like be visiting them like yearly. I wanted it to be more like semi-yearly or like even like once a decade perhaps. But it hasn't been a decade, but unfortunate, but yeah. So, yeah. Um so a little unfortunate, but um yeah. Sometimes goodbyes are forever, but most of the time goodbyes aren't forever. So until then, wow, that felt really quotable. But anyways, um, it'd be sometimes, it's just such as the way of life, Sometimes you don't get to see people that you, I don't know, say went to high school with. Sometimes you don't have always the opportunities to, you know, yeah. Doesn't that go crazy though? I don't know, a little bit much, but like this channel isn't necessarily known for um its what's it called? Um for platitudes, I suppose. But yeah. But that felt really quotable. Goodbyes usually aren't forever. Wait, damn. Whatever. I get to watch the playback again for that. I get to watch the playback for that, and I get to write it in the video description or something. So, yeah. But anyways, the good on the goodbye thing. So like many people I've begun to like, kind of like observe like how I've been unable to like reconnect with specific people in my life. And it's funny because like, I'm finding parallels to like how people like behave and stuff. So like it's strange to me, cause like there's this like spiritual feeling I feel with like meeting certain people and like how they remind me of like other people, you know? I don't know. But anyways, it's not so much having to do with like how like people like to like like think, because sometimes there is that specific person that you do get to cross paths with again. But the thing is about like moving away to like say a different state, for example, or moving to a new like neighborhood, or moving to a new district, etc., etc. Like all of it kind of like there's overlap, because you'll find people, and like sometimes the right people won't be around for the first time you actually meet them. They won't be right for you. And like, other times you'll be able to like meet I don't know, new people elsewhere that remind you of them. And like, you get to like get a soft reset. It's like pressing a reset button on like a console or something, and like, you get to like find like what the heck, how the heck your lives would have been with that specific person in a new life. So yeah, it's cool. It's really hopeful. It's really hopeful thinking, but like there's some people. Sometimes those people that you really like, you got to keep them around. You got to keep those guys around. Like you know, it is what it is sometimes. Such is the way of life. Like graduating from grade school, or going on to the next grade in grade school, is like meeting a new teacher that you won't see for like the majority of the year, over and over again, daily. you know, but it's stuff like that. It's stuff like that. But I don't know. It's not because it's like necessarily like, you know, I can like probably like say the same thing for like a workplace. I've been with like, I don't know, like four different workplaces within the past 2 years, and the turnover is like not something I'm necessarily proud of, because it doesn't like demonstrate like stability in any shape or form, you know. But like, what else do I do? Like, what else do I do? Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But it's okay. It's okay though. Still keeping some sort of composure, perhaps. We are kind of, you know, crossing paths one way or another, but you know, I'm saying it for the people that whose barriers we haven't broken down completely yet. Yeah. Like, so like like we can meet certain people around, our age, and say, "Oh, it was a chance encounter." Or, "Oh, it's a wonderful occurrence." But, for say like people we haven't met, new people that we've never met before, you know, that's when it gets interesting. It's like a new challenge. And like meeting new people is like kind of like the way things go. But like unfortunately, we're not like, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes you see the same people over and over again, and that's okay too, but like, it's always okay. It's like depends on how people like people, I guess. I don't know. But like seeing my guinea pig daily, like this, like she's just chilling and behind the curtains. I think it's adorable. But like, you know, right? So yeah, it's quite cool. It's quite cool. It's very cool. It's a very cool thing. This thing called um I don't know. But Fred's just being adorable. I love her for that. She's cool. Fridge is cool. You guys know Fridge? She's cool. Look at her. She's not looking at the camera anymore, but I hope, I hope, I hope, I hope, I hope she gets to live a very long, happy life, a healthy life at that, and yeah. And wherever I go, I hope for one day to be able to take her with me, you know, with wherever I want to go or something. Yeah. What do you know? It's 29.9K. We got one more trip to go. Anyways, does it really matter if I don't have a full inventory? Because usually, like, I can get like 30K, like even 30K. How do I say that? And exactly 30K on the tracker, but like, you know, I don't know. Anyways, that's it for the video. The time is 5:19 p.m. The date is June 16th, 2026, and it is HST. I say that as if I'm never gonna leave, but like honestly, like I don't know. That'll be for the next video, I guess. So, anyways, sorry, it sounded like I was poking my ear. Anyways, yeah. Love you guys. Bye.